Hello, my name's Haley Wary. I'm a youth worker in Johnson City, Tennessee. I've been working with Interlink and using their Congrad CDs as a resource in my youth ministry for the last 10 years and have seen them make a huge difference in a lot of lives. While they make a great gift to give out to graduates within the church, they're really designed to be used as an outreach tool to entire graduating classes. And over the last 10 years, we have worked with many students to do this. And as a tip for you guys, as a youth pastor, I want to pass something on to you that I've seen God really use to impact not only the students that receive the Congrad CDs, but to really make a difference in the lives of the students that give them out. We started off by, as church, purchasing the Congrad CDs and then giving them to our graduates within our church and saying, hey, give these out to your graduates as you go on through graduation week. Now that made a lot of difference in several lives of the students that received them, but when the students, our Christian students, only part of it was to be a go-between between the students and the adults, it really didn't, the students didn't own it. The students did not see the value of that ministry. Now what we do is we empower the students to do the entire process themselves. That begins with casting a vision to them about how they can reach their fellow graduates with the gospel one last time before they graduate, because they will probably never see most of their fellow classmates ever again from that point on. So this gives them a last chance to really leave a legacy within their school and to impact their fellow graduates with the gospel. We begin, after we cast a vision with them and they decide they want to do it, we have resources for them, such as letters that they can use to hand out to individuals and to churches as they go about fundraising. We provide them with a PowerPoint that Interlink has for the Congrad CDs so that when they speak to groups and speak in front of churches, they look professional and they have all the details they need there. We coach them in speaking, how to speak in public, the things they should say and how they should ask for money. And then we even set up appointments for them, help them set up appointments within churches and key individuals in the area. They go about speaking and raising the funds. And I don't know if you've had this experience, but as an adult, I can stand up in front of a church and ask for money from the congregation, and they say, hey, that's a cool idea, good luck with that. But a student can get up and say, hey, I want to do the same thing, but I want to do it to my fellow graduates, and people line up with the checkbook. So it's really encouraging for a student to be involved in the entire fundraising process, because not only do they own it, but they get a chance to see God work through that. And then we work with the students to work with the administration on planning about how to give them out, when and where's the best time to do that, and to be thinking about that process. And then on the day of graduation or the day they can give them out, we're there supporting them and praying over them. But the ministry has been theirs from the very beginning. And when they hand a Congrad CD to a fellow graduate, they have owned it and they own the process. And so when a student makes a decision or has a question about their faith, it is a huge impact on the life of that Christian student as they see God has used them to work, to make a difference in the life of their graduates. This is a very powerful tool. I've used it many times. My son actually used it last year. He raised enough money to give one of this Congrad CDs to every one of his fellow graduates. And a couple years ago, I worked with two students who not only raised enough money to give out Congrad CDs, they raised enough money to give every student in their class a Bible, every teacher and administrator in their school a Bible, and every incoming freshman a Interlink Survivor's Guide to High School CD. So it's a huge tool and a great resource, and I would encourage you to give that to the students and empower them to do the ministry instead of doing it yourselves. If you have any